Darren Till, welcome back to BT Sport. September the 4th is fast approaching. Before we get on to the fight and your plans and, you know, the training camp and everything else, just tell us, where are we right now? We're just
outside my house.
Outside your house?
Yeah.
Just relaxing. So this is between training sessions?
Not really, BT scripted it. No, yeah, it is, yeah. Just outside my house.
But we got here just as, and you've saved the flood. Literally as we got here, Darren got here.
Everything happens for a reason, doesn't it? No, yeah, there's just been a flood in my house, so I saved it. Nick, I had nowhere to go after training, so I just come here, I've sat down, I've waited for you. We've got a little short time limit until I'm back at the gym. I cannot wait till this camp's over, mate, so I can just train once a day again. Then one of these are brilliant. Just get in, do what you need to do to evolve, and then go home, innit?
Yeah.
And sometimes you'll train twice a day, you know, if you feel like a hard day, but usually once a day. One hard, evolving, gritty session a day is perfect.
Is it now a stage at this stage of camp where it becomes a grind?
I can't be arsed with anything. I can't be arsed with interviews, I can't be arsed with fighting, I can't be arsed with the gym, can't be arsed with nothing. That's just the truth.
Yeah, yeah. You're getting to that stage where it's just, let's get it done.
Yeah, I can't be arsed.
Is this the worst time now, 2 weeks out?
There's no worst time, I just can't be arsed. It's not like it's the worst time, it's not like weight cuts bad, not like, I just can't be arsed. I just want to fight.
Yeah.
I just want to fight. It's not, as I said to you before, I'm not complicating anything. Nothing's complicated. I just want to fight, mate. I just want to fight. You know what I'm saying?
There's been a lot of talk behind the scenes with you with Brunson about this fight. You've been speaking to Brunson behind closed doors, as well as you've been speaking to Adesanya behind closed doors. Everyone's talking about Till beats Brunson, he's going to get the next shot. What's your take on it all? How much truth is there that you made the Brunson fight happen?
No, I just said, do you want to fight? And he said he wants to fight sooner. And I just said, who the f*** are you going to fight sooner? Who? Who's got my name after Adesanya in the division? And he was like, oh. I said, there you go. Wait for me, son. And he did.
We know what his tactics are going to be going into the fight. We know how he likes to fight. We know what his camp's going to be based on. It's going to be based on closing the distance and taking you down and spoiling you and tiring you out on the ground.
Of course.
The flip side of that, does he know what to expect from you?
Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. It's fighting, innit? We're all going to see what's going to happen in 2 weeks' time or something. You know, he could come out and do a pitch perfect performance, and I could come out and do a pitch perfect performance. Who knows? What's
the communication been like this time with Adesanya? I know you guys communicate on DMs and whatever as well. Has he said the same thing as he keeps telling the media? All Till's got to do is win, and we're getting it on. Listen, I'm just having like my little thing. I've had 3 losses. He's like, all Till's got to do is win. What if he had like another 1 or 2 losses? Then I could say the same. All right, I've had a little loss. So what? I'm still the f***ing best, mate. I know I'm the best. But I can't talk. I've got to perform. And you know, I just know what I am and what I do. And you know, me and Izzy will fight one day. It's not even about Izzy really. I just want to be the middleweight world champion in the UFC. That's what I want to be really. But got to get past Derek for any of that to happen. Stylistically, at this stage, are you beyond Derek Brunson? No. I think everyone at the top level in the UFC, we all bring factors. I think some people have just got that special factor. I think rolling off the top of my head now in the middleweight division, I think the 3 people that come to mind is me, Adesanya and Robert Whittaker. I think we are the 3 best middleweights. I've had 1 win, 1 loss at middleweight. One of my wins was against one of the best middleweights, Calvin Gastelum, and one of my losses was against currently probably now the best middleweight after me. So say what you want. I think us 3 are the best right now. That Whittaker performance has been chopped and analysed and looked at and broken down, and every time I see it done, it always comes down to the last minute of the last round, and pundits go, well, that's where Whittaker won the fight. Does that frustrate you watching that go on? You know, I was that close.
No. When we starting out, mate, whatever, like, when you think about it, it's a loss. Just like, he won fair and square, but if I turned it up just 10%, if we fought again, I'd stop that, man. I know that.
A common theme with you, with fans, is exactly that. Till needs to just turn it up 10%. The volume's got to be a little bit more, a little bit more. Then obviously, listen, you've got a huge global fan base. You know, we can see that by your social media and everything else. And one of the reasons why you are a win away more than likely from a title shot is because of that global fan base. But it seems like they want you to get there as much as you want to get there. They want to see you in the big fight. But turn it up that 10%. Is that what this camp's kind of been about? Pulling the trigger more, letting it go?
I just need to evolve and just I just need to keep working on in the fight, turning up that 10%. I just need to keep doing that. And I'm still only young, mate, and I've still got time to learn and grow. And, you know, it's going to happen sooner or later, do you know what I mean? It will happen. And I think when the time comes for me to be the UFC middleweight world champion, I think things are going to change a lot around here. I am going to become that global superstar. I'm going to become one of the best, and all that. You know what I mean? That's what I'm working for, mate. That's why my body's so tired and broken now. You know, I wouldn't be putting myself through this if I don't know. Like, there's other things I could be doing there. You know what I mean? I've got multiple businesses now, mate. You know, I'm not insanely rich, but I'm not like broke either. You know what I mean?
You could be out there boxing YouTubers,
I
probably
could.
earning more money.
I could, and I could do it, and they wouldn't touch me, they wouldn't lay a glove on me. But I want something different. I want something a little bit different. That's the easy route, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, listen, that's the nice thing about the way fans talk about you. They can see it as well. They know. It's not like they're backing you just because of the social media or just because of the way you are on the microphone or just because of past performances. I think fans are more knowledgeable than a lot of people give them credit because they can see you're talented, you've got it there, and you're 10% away from realising it.
I've got a solid fan base. My fan base, mate, all over the world. Team Till, they're solid, mate. It's like they're with me till I die. And I see a lot of people like say Till's fan base is electric. Like, I've got a solid fan base. I appreciate that so much from them all.
Listen, I always think back to Liverpool and you're making that walk against Wonderboy, which is played now to death as one of the greatest ring walks in UFC history. The atmosphere was unreal. You know, I was doing commentary that night and it was incredible. Yeah. I'm devastated it's not going to be at the O2 in front of a capacity crowd because that fan base would have gone mental.
Listen, it's going to be back sooner or later. And if all goes well, if all goes to my little plan inside my head, I'll be back at Anfield, mate. You know what I mean?
That's still the dream. Anfield's still the dream.
Yeah, I want the Liverpool players sitting ringside at my fight, not the other way around. I want that. Yeah.
You mentioned it earlier today that you're going to walk to the Octagon in Vegas without any music.
Yeah, most probably. Yeah, I don't.
Is that because it's not Neil Diamond's Sweet Caroline doesn't pump you up, it pumps the fans up? Is that why you have it? It's not like a special song to you, is it?
It pumps the fans up. It's special to me. It pumps the fans up, do them pump me up. Yeah, right. Neil Diamond and Phil Collins in the air tonight are the two most special songs I've walked out to. Yeah. Maybe I don't know, maybe I'll walk out to Phil Collins, maybe I'll walk out to something completely different. I don't know. If no one's heard a song called Sun and Tans, that's a brilliant, like, chilled vibe song. I love that. That gets me proper in the mood, fired up. I've got a wide array of, like, me music
tastes.
Yeah, it's mental. Like, I'll be listening to 70s one minute, the next minute I'll just be like, down. It's mad, but we'll see. I'm not gonna say no. I'm not coming out to music. I might change my mind on the day, but it can't be on the day. You have to give them like notice, like 3 or 4 days before. So I need to know 3 or 4 days before.
The thought of you walking out to nothing would be kind of like powerful though, as well, powerful. You know.
Anything I do is powerful, mate. Anything I do is powerful. You can feel the energy. As I say, mate, some people are special individuals. Israel Adesanya is a special individual. Robert Witt is a special individual. I am a special individual. Marvin Vettori is a normal person.
Mate, you have this love-hate relationship with social media, though. That you're all in or you're all out. You know, you never kind of dip in and out.
I'm like that in my life. Like,
Yeah.
I'm either drinking 56 pints of Corona, or Corona, Peroni,
Yeah.
56 pints of Peroni, or I'm not drinking at all. I'm either going at training 100% or I'm not at all. I'm either pushing my brain at 100% or I'm not at all. Everything I'm either loving 100% or I'm not at all. Everything's 100%.
And what I've seen about this camp is absolutely 100%.
Always.
Because you don't seem to be doing anything but going backwards and forwards to the gym right now.
I said, we're on a little bit of a time limit now. Oh, you got 1 minute left. Like, just back and forth. I just can't wait to not go back and forth. I can't wait to just wake up and go, right, it's 9 o'clock, got to be at the gym for 10. Train at 12, train till 12. Okay, that's perfect. Then I'll have the rest of the day to myself. And then Colin might say, Till, we're looking on a fight 2 or 3 months, step it up a little bit. Till, fight's about 12 weeks away. Let's start getting into pads and that. Right, Till, it's 8 weeks away now. Boom, full throttle. I like that.
Yeah.
I think in between camps you need to be evolving your game. So I see a lot of fighters who just lit their eye off the ball and they're just like, they're not doing anything. Mad. Yeah. I've never done that. I always train. I'm always training. I'm always doing something.
September the 4th, then you stand across the octagon from Brunson.
Do not ask me how this fight's going to go.
I'm not going to ask you how it's going to go. I'm not sure it's going to go. But what I will say is, will you in that moment be thinking, all I got to do is beat you and I've got a title fight next?
I just want to beat Derek in good fashion. I've worked hard. I know he wants to beat me. I want to beat him. I just want to beat him in good fashion. And as I say...
There is no tomorrow.
No, there's no tomorrow. Some people think of tomorrow, but I don't think of receiving me fight check. I don't think of... I know this is going to sound absolutely mental now, but I don't think of coming home and hugging my daughters or hugging my girlfriend or hugging my mum and that. There's only... In that moment there, I feel like my life is only going to last for 25 minutes. And as mad as it sounds, that's what I genuinely feel like. So I'll be stood in that octagon, and this time around, like, if I can compare to the Whittaker fight, I'll be prepared to do whatever it takes to get the win. So I'll be fully prepared to leave everything in that octagon for 25 minutes. Like, whether I gas out in the first and I have to die for 4 rounds to get a win crawling around the octagon, I'm fully prepared to do what it takes to get that win. I hope Derek's prepared to do the same, because I know I am fully prepared. Yeah. And it's not like a mindset I have to change. Like, I'll be going to the gym now, I'll be in a different mindset. I'll see my kids in a different mindset. If I am sparring or I'm in that octagon, my mindset changes to complete and utter violence. You know, I don't see nothing, I don't think of nothing but pure violence. That's true, that.
Obviously, Paddy Pimblett from Liverpool as well makes his UFC debut. If you do get a chance to speak to him beforehand, what advice would you give him? Because it's a big moment for him.
Yeah, it's very big, and his debut's been built up. I probably will see him and Molly. I think I'm going to say, do it in fashion. Like,
make a statement.
Make a statement, yeah. So go in there and be a little bit wild. Throw your flying triangles and throw your Superman punches. If you're going to do it properly. Do it in fashion. Like when I made my debut, mine wasn't as big as his. I wasn't built up as big as his, but I just went in there and just elbowed the guy's face off. Yeah. So if you're going to do it in fashion. And the same goes to Molly, you know. I know she's on a bit of a slide, but win in fashion.
Yeah.
I think that's the best thing, win in fashion.
Make a statement. You've had Leon Edwards up the gym recently. It seems to be a flourishing friendship that you've got with him now. What do you think about Leon's situation in that welterweight division? We know the title opportunity is overdue. What do you think should come next for him? Because he deserves a big fight, or he deserves a moment.
Don't know a lot about that, but one thing I will tell you about Leon Edwards, right? And this is coming from a man who very rarely compliments people. Like, for me to get a compliment, mate, I have to do some is Colin Erin. And Leon trained with me and Colin, and after it, Colin was like, he is very, very good. And like,
wow,
that to me, I was like, yeah. And then like, he was telling me little things what Leon and that does on the pads, and I was like, wow, sick. So for Colin to say that, he's very good.
Do you think he'll get welterweight gold at some stage?
I would
get his opportunity.
I would like I would like to think that he gets the gold, but I would like to think that I think the time has to come now rather than later for him to get the shot. think he's ready for the shot now.
Yeah.
I do. I've had this debate with my strength and conditioning coach, who's the same strength and conditioning coach, Leon. I think the time is now. And he's like, oh, we can get another fight now. I think his opportunity needs to come now, mate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it's all for us, but it's as you say, mate, me, Leon, Paddy, Tom, you know.
What was the numbers?
Shoot up, innit?